승마와 고개가 접목된 아트 서커스로 유명한 카발리아가 시카고에서 큰 인기몰이를 하고 있는 가운데 무대는 다음 달 3일까지 연장 공연에 돌입했습니다. 카발리아의 예술 감독과 아티스트의 인터뷰를 공연 영상과 함께 전해드리겠습니다.
This is Cavalia Odysseo, the first show Cavalia. I wanted to create the marriage between acrobatic world and equestrian world. This one was a very long process. Odysseo was a long process because it's a unique tent, it's a unique theater, and it's the biggest touring show in the world, so everything took a lot of time and a lot of patience. What I wanted is to deliver something that is beautiful, something that people will just enjoy looking and hearing. Like, you know, it's a marvel for the ear and the eyes. That's what is Odysseo all about. This is one of the most modern show in touring in the world because we have integrated, you know, the top technology for the sound, the music, for the lights, for the images. Just the screen behind is about 3 times an IMAX theater screen, and we have project 3D images. And also there's a lot of layers that appears and disappears, so we start the show with the forest, and then the forest disappear, and at one point you just travel. It's a journey. This is why we call it Odysseo. It's a journey where horse and man go to discover the most beautiful natural landscape in the world. And at the end of the show, I mean, in the middle of the show, you appear a mountain appears that peaks about almost 30 feet high, and at the end of the show, the stage gets filled with 80,000 gallons of water. So it's just, and then there's a big splash, people having fun in the water. We train the horse very gently. That's the principle here. We give them the time to learn. So we have a training center in Canada, and then from the training center the horse arrived and we take time. Some horse will take twice the time to learn what they have to do, so we let them go. I mean, we let them take the time they need. So it's a gentle way of training horses. The horses are almost the star of the show. We give them the focus, but what you see is you see happy horses on stage, because you know you don't hear whip clacking, and you know it's nothing harsh. Half of the show the horses are free. They just come and they play, and they, you know, of course everybody knows when the horse come on stage. When I say everybody in the team, the horse steal focus because they're very charismatic. They're very beautiful, and you know, in our urbanized world right now in the city, we don't get to see horses like that anymore. So, and of course we have the most beautiful horses in the world. So all that, of course, the horse attract a lot of attention. But I would say the attention we put also in the acrobatic world is very important. And you get to see part of the show that is absolutely marvelous, to see how the horse and the acrobatic world are married.
So we spend 6 days a week with our equine partners, and we start in the morning, we practice, we groom them, we do a lot of liberty work. So we actually have our horses free a lot of the time, where we establish that connection on the ground before we ride them. And every day we train together. So we're generally with the same few horses. So over time, the horse gets to know our personalities. We get to know their personalities. They're so different. So it's a matter of mutual respect and patience. And you know, they're all individuals just like us. So every day, it's a new day. Every day is new, but we're always building on it.
It's man meets horse, and then as the show goes on, it evolves, and the man and horse are riding, the man and horse are free, playing together one-on-one, and then the final act is the Grand Prix movement. So it's the high-level movements where Elise, our Holticole rider, is communicating the highest level of riding with her horse, Mario, on the stage. So you'll have horses running around playing, you'll have horses being naughty, horses being good. It's kind of just allowing the horses to be horses, and that's what I think sets our show different than any other show, where it's just horses constricted and confined under human pressure. You know, it's more about the bond and the relationship that they have even with each other and letting them play, you know, and experience that.